to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. I want to play for you today a piece that in my mind and in my eyes exposes liberals as I know them, Democrats as Americans know them, for what they really are. This guy is a former advisor, aide, whatever you want to call him, to Chuck Schumer. You will hear out of his own mouth what they really think about people they decide are distasteful. We suffer that in Canada from liberal communists who decide because certain people, myself being one of them, disagree with climate change, that we are evil and we need to be destroyed. Question: who are they to decide what gives them the right? Take a listen to this. This is just part of the interview. There will be a link on my site to the full episode, as long as it's there. And here's just a tip. Grab it while you can, because they kind of disappear quickly because Fox News has started Fox Nation and they don't want anybody to go anywhere else except Fox Nation. It's a shame, but that's what's happening. I always thought Fox News was in favour of free speech and openness, but I'm having my doubts. Take a listen. This clip is from Tucker Carlson.
Chris Hahn is a progressive radio host and the former aide to Senator Chuck Schumer, and he joins us tonight. Chris, thanks a lot for coming on. So I don't know what's going to happen on Tuesday. Willing to believe Democrats are going to win. Looks like they are. But I wonder what you make of what's happening in the rest of the world, all around the world. In almost every major democracy, left-wing globalism is being rejected, sometimes severely. It just happened in Brazil, in the Philippines, happened in the UK, it happened in Italy, it's happening everywhere. Why do you think that's happening? Is it the racism of voters, or is there another reason? Seriously.
I think that there is a contracting of the middle class around the world, and I think that's leading to unrest. And if we're not careful, that can happen here. I think the middle class has been shrinking for many, many years, and I think they see the opportunities for their children dwindling. And when that happens, you see them turn to extreme right-wing philosophies that blame others, which is what this president is trying to do every day by embracing nationalism. It blames others for the problems of a stagnant economy. So I think it's very important that we address the concerns of the middle class and we expand our economy, we grow our jobs, and we are inclusive. And I agree with you on one point you made in your monologue.
Yes, go ahead. Tell me what you agree.
I agree with you. I agree with you on the political correctness argument. I think that people on the left have to get away from that. I don't believe in offending people, but I think that there needs to be some latitude, especially for comedians and journalists and artists, to express themselves.
How about normal people who may wear the wrong Halloween costume or say the wrong thing at a Christmas party or call it a Christmas party? Why does the left feel the need to punish them? No, I'm serious. I mean, we both agree that's bad, but why is it happening? If you're self-confident about your views, you don't act that way. Brittle people act that way, right?
There needs to be a distinction between people who are intentionally trying to offend and people who stumble into something that may be offensive and who can be corrected from that offense and then move on with their lives.
But what if they don't want to be? Wait. What if they don't want to be corrected? What if they have different views from you? Why do you feel the need to destroy them? Why does the left? I'm serious. Because if you really believe that your program is right, you convince other people. You don't get them fired and humiliated, which is what the left is doing on a large scale across our country.
I think convincing people that they may have a racist or sexist or offensive view is different from people who might say something that might be offensive to some people. You're never going to convince a racist or a sexist not to be a racist or a sexist, and those people do need to be banished and punished for it. But hold on. So you know make a statement off cuff. That's something you could correct.
Thank you for pulling off the mask and letting us see the authoritarian beneath, because who gets to decide what those terms mean?
You're projecting.
No, I'm not projecting in the slightest. I don't believe in punishing people because they disagree with me. I don't believe in calling them names or writing them off.
I don't either.
Because their views are different.
I don't believe in punishing people who disagree. I don't believe in punishing people who...
No, you just said you can't convince certain categories of people who I deem sexist or racist. You just have to crush them. And I guess I believe that each person is a citizen and capable of reason and can be persuaded. And so when do we give up on that? When do we say, I don't agree with you, I have to hurt you now? That is the position of the American left. And people don't like that, by the way. Are you aware of how little people like that?
No, look.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. You can now find us on Spotify. Just go to the podcast section and type Canadian Politics with a Twist and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.